Hello everyone, I am Gayatri. My research paper is about big data. For this presentation, I'll be discussing few important concepts on big data. So let's get started. The agenda of this presentation includes introducing the term big data, what are the characteristics of big data, benefits of big data, needs for processing big data, processing and storing techniques. We'll also be discussing about challenges and applications of big data. So first, what is big data? The formal definition of big data states data which is fast, large or complex and it is difficult or impossible to process using traditional methods is called as big data. So in general, what do we think? Big data is a term which describes large volume of data. This data can be of any form. It might be structured, unstructured, or semi-structured. So, for instance, what is structured data? Structured data is a data that is stored and formatted in a fixed way. So, there's a fixed format for storing and formatting the structured data, wherein unstructured data does not have a fixed or a classified format. What is semi-structured? Semi-structured data is a combination of both structured and unstructured. Unstructured data is very difficult to process because there's no classified structure. We never know how to process it in a proper way. So semi-structured data might include data such as say consider a file which has both audio, video, and it might also have some text content in it. So all these data include semi-structured. So next, what is the importance of this big data? Enormous amount of data is being generated in our day-to-day life. We use data, we generate a lot of data from sharing information in social media to using IoT devices in our day-to-day life. So we have a lot of data to be processed. In the world of information technology, big data analytics is a revolution. So we need to process data. For the analytics to take place, there has to be something, we have to process them. So multiple operations can be conducted using big data. Analytics in general will help companies to find potential opportunities with that data. It helps the companies to also derive insights for better decision making. Apart from that, companies derive value from the data they get benefited. Apart from that, companies can also be benefited by cost reduction. We can make faster, companies can take a faster and a better decisions. It makes companies to release new products and services based on customers' needs. So all these are few very important things about big data, few very important needs of big data. So coming on to the characteristics of big data, we have 5 important V's classified as characteristics for big data. Volume, as we know, what is big data? Big data is huge volumes of data, so of course that's a characteristic of big data. Velocity, there's not a proper defined speed at which data arrives, so velocity is also a characteristic of big data. Variety, as we said, we have a lot of data included, we have different types of data included in big data. Veracity, each data set might have a different accuracy. Say if there's a data set which is properly accurate, and there's some other data set which might not have few fields. So there's a difference in accuracy of the data, and that's called veracity. Value, each and every data might have different values. A data might be having a very good value, another data does not have any value, or we can't derive any insights using a data. So these are all 5 important characteristics of big data. Apart from these 5 V's, we also have variability, visualization, virtue, validity as also the characteristics of big data. But all these 5 V's are very much important. So next, let's go over benefits of big data. As I said, the major benefit of big data is we can do analytics using big data. So it's decision making. So here are a few benefits of big data. Market knowledge, improved strategy and pricing, controls online reputation such as sentimental analysis. We can save our cost. It's a cost saving process. Recruitment of employees using big data. We have a lot of benefits using big data. So let's consider some scenario, some real-time scenario where big data is used. Big data in making food faster. So have you ever imagined a situation where McDonald's or Burger King has made your food very fast than what we expect? It's because of big data analytics. Some fast food chains use big data analytics to monitor the traffic of drive-through lanes. By monitoring that, if there's a huge lane of traffic in the drive-through, they just display the items which is easier and quicker to prepare. So that makes them to clear out the line. In the same way, whenever the lane is free, they also change they also display the menu, which takes time for them to prepare. So we can actually observe these changes in the menu. That's how big data analytics is used here. We also have many real-time examples where big data analytics is used. This is one such example. Processing data. So why is there a need to process data? So what are the data what we get? We get raw data in our hands. We can't make out anything using raw data. So there's a need for us to process data. It is not only that we can't do anything with raw data. It is also difficult for us to process. For that is where processing comes into picture. So it's here. To obtain a knowledge from raw data, we have a lot of intermediary steps involved. Few of them, these are the steps for processing a data to knowledge. We have to first specify the problem, we have to understand, we have to pre-process them, we have to mine, we have to evaluate, and we have to explore the result what we get, and in that way we get a final knowledge. So we have all these steps to get something, to get or derive some insights from raw data what we have. So what's data processing? As we saw here, data processing is one of the steps. So what is this? Data processing refers in converting unusable data into valuable form. So if there's a raw data, to convert into a valuable form, we have to use data processing. There are 7 important steps in data processing, which includes validation. Validation ensures the information accuracy. Sorting is ordering of data in a proper way or in a particular pattern. Summarizing is nothing but information is reduced into a relevant point. If you have a lot of information, we are reducing it into few important points. Aggregation, various data are merged to bring a coherent data. We have a lot of data sites, we will merge it into a single piece of data. Analysis, data is analyzed, processed, and integrated to obtain an information. So coming on to reporting, reporting is like we'll be having some we have some previous findings. We will summarize those and report. Classification is a final step. The complete product is classified and appropriate insights are derived in this particular stage. Frameworks. Data in the system is computed by using processing frameworks. Frameworks are actually tool sets which allow us to provide cost-effective solution while processing and analyzing big data. Frameworks can help us to derive insights, and it also provides us to assist in decision making. Big data frameworks help organization to analyze, process, manage, evaluate the data over a period of time. So classification frameworks are actually of 3 types: batch only frameworks, stream processing frameworks, hybrid processing frameworks. So what are batch only frameworks? Batch only frameworks are the oldest frameworks which are used in big data. These type of frameworks uses large static data set. It returns the result only after the computation is complete. Whereas the stream processing framework gives us the result as soon as the data enters the system. It is completely opposite of batch only frameworks. Hybrid processing frameworks are the combination of batch only and stream processing frameworks. It includes both the characteristics of batch only and the stream processing frameworks. These are a few frameworks which follows this type of mechanism. Hadoop follows batch only frameworks. Apache Storm follows stream processing, whereas Spark follows hybrid processing frameworks. There are few important challenges in big data. These challenges are the reasons for us to not explore more about the big data. We don't have a good understanding about big data. We have a lot of confusing technologies what big data uses, and we think big data uses loads of money to do all these process. And we also have some security issues in big data that makes people to accept and follow big data technologies. To scale up these process, I suggest companies to follow a sequential mechanism to make their employees learn to make their processes in a subsequent ways. The motto of this presentation is just to provide the highlights of the research paper what I have provided. Thank you.